everyone, it's Brenda reading with Discover Your Intuitive Self. And tonight we are going to talk about clairaudience, which is clear hearing, okay? But before we get into that discussion, I want to share with you something that I saw on Facebook from Peter Woodbury of the Edgar Cayce Institute. People ask me why I'm doing this radio show, and I think that this quote that he posted this week sums it all up very nicely. And this is what he wrote. If you can help someone find and listen to their own inner voice, develop their own intuition, then you have helped liberate that person. That's what life and life abundantly really means. The access that we all have within to the infinite source. Do that. I thought that was pretty incredible because that answers exactly what I am trying to do for you, along with the help of A1R Psychic Radio. And along with that, another quote from Edgar Cayce, and it's reading number 239-1, and you can find those at edgarcayce.org, by the way. Depend more upon the intuitive forces from within, and not hearken so much to that of outside influences, but learn to listen to that still small voice from within. So with that, today we are going to try to focus on learning to listen to our inner hearing. And so just a couple of questions for you all out there. These are signs that you, yes, you may be clairaudient, okay? Have you just swore that you have heard someone calling or saying your name? You hear your name, but you look around and there's no one there, right? That's happened many times to me. Maybe you hear soft voices around or like soft voices in the background, but once again, there's no one there around you. Maybe when you were young, you talked to an imaginary friend, but what we're finding is that, especially with the children, right? Children are talking and seeing with their imaginary friends, but we're thinking that they're actually spirit loved ones from the other side. One time I had my other granddaughter in the rocking chair at my daughter's house, and she was just looking around and up into the corner and laughing and giggling, and there's nobody there. So, they feel that children are very connected. So maybe you had your own imaginary friend. Do you hear high-pitched sounds? Do you hear high-pitched sounds in the background of your hearing? That also could be a sign that you're clairaudient. Are you musically inclined? Do you get signs or messages through music? For instance, maybe you had a loved one that passed and you had a song that you shared with that person. And maybe you're having a down day and you turn on the radio and there's that song, right? And don't you know it, you feel a little bit of upliftment and some love in your heart because you feel like that person is knowing that you're having a tough day and they're trying to help you out by sending you a message with that music. Are you sensitive to sound? Do you need your quiet space, your quiet time, just to have quiet? I'm like that at times too. So these are all signs that you may be clairaudient. I just want to now tell you a couple stories because I like sharing stories with you in regards to the different topics that we're talking about. Years ago, my husband and I, we were driving down the road and we passed what looked to be a yard sale, and we decided to stop. There was all kinds of things out on the yard, and there were supposed to be things in the house too, but there was so much out on the yard that I just thought it was a yard sale. So anyways, my husband is moseying his way, and I'm moseying my way, and I'm by myself out in this yard, and there's all these like Christmas decorations and different things all over the grass, okay? They weren't even put on blankets. They were just laying all over the grass. And I'm just walking through this stuff, just looking. And all of a sudden I hear, not in my voice, by the way, "Yep, there it all is. There's my stuff. Just laying out here for everybody else to see. Look at that. Here's my stuff just laying out here." So I look over my shoulder, expecting to find the person that owns the house, right? There's her stuff. So it was a female's voice. Nobody's there. I look over. There isn't anybody around me for, yards. So my husband, I'm feeling a little, surprised. My husband says, "Well, let's go." And I said, "No, I have to go into the house. I have to find out what happened here, and I'll explain later." So we go into the house, and I asked the person running the sale, which it turned out it was an estate sale. And I said, "So what's going on here?" I said, "Why are you having this big sale?" And the person says, "Well, the lady of the house passed away. Her husband passed away first, but the lady of the house passed away, and so we're selling all of her stuff." And I thought, yeah, okay, thank you. And then I left and I told my husband, and I thought, well, that's one person who wasn't too happy to see all of her stuff laying out all over the place for everybody to see. So that was an example of clairaudience. And trust me, if you have had it happen to you, you know it's not your voice. If you haven't had it happen to you yet, you will know it's not your voice. Okay? My second story was years ago. I was down in Lilydale. It's a community in southern New York State, western New York, and they're the largest spiritualist camp that there is. And I was taking a class from a wonderful mentor and teacher, Judith Rochester. She's just amazing. And we were doing an exercise where we were all in groups of 6 to 8 people. And she had 5 or 6 of these different pods throughout the building. And our task was to stand up in front of the group and get a message and give it to a person in front of the other people. So not only were we practicing, getting the message, but we were trying to practice who does it go to and, how to do this the right way. So it was my turn to stand up. I stand up and I'm looking at everyone. And with me, I don't see that little bulb of light above someone's head. Like if you're standing in front of, 50 people and you're going to give a message, I don't see that little light, knowing that that's where I go to. So I usually just get the message and then we have to figure out whose it is. But I'm working on that. I'm working on being better at knowing who I'm drawn to. So at the time, here I'm standing in front of these people and I hear, this is true, "Hi ho, it's off to work we go." Okay? The song from the Snow White movie, right? With the 7 dwarfs. And so now I'm thinking, come on, guys, you have to give me something a little better than that, right? It's like, you got to do something for me on that. Nope, they played it again. "Hi ho, it's off to work we go." So you're taught you have to give what you get, because the message isn't for me, the medium. The message is for the person that's sitting there. They will understand it. I don't need to understand it, right? So I say, okay, this is what I'm hearing. "Hi ho, it's off to work we go," with the 7 dwarfs. And this older gentleman, he raises his hand and he says, "I believe that's for me." And I says, "Well, how do you know?" Because that was the beginning of the connection. And then I went into, further give him more information. But by him taking that, it solidified the connection so that I could give him the rest of it. But I said to him, I says, how do you know it's for you? He says, "I'm one of 7 brothers." I said, "I believe you're right. I think this is for you." So I thought that was a pretty neat way that spirit got me to the right person for the message. And if I would have not given that "Hi ho," I wouldn't have known who to go to. So that's the stories. So what we're going to do now is we are going to do a stretch meditation exercise. And the reason I'm calling it a stretch is because we're going to start out with a listening exercise, okay, to get you more attuned to how it feels when you listen with your physical ears as opposed to when you listen with your inner hearing, okay? So we're going to do that in the exercise. And then we're going to raise your vibration through the meditation, through the words, and through your imagination. And then we're going to try to get a message, okay, for you. Now, I'm going to say this. This is just practice, okay? We're all newbies here. We're all learning every day. So if you don't hear anything, that's fine. If you see a color instead of hearing, or you feel something instead of hearing, that's fine too. This is an exercise, okay? So we're just going to play with this and see what happens, and see what you get. I will tell you that anytime I work in this way, I make sure that we're doing this for the highest and best good of all concerned. Beautiful white light energy, that's it. Okay? So now I want you to just relax a minute, and if you're driving, you can't do this right now, okay? Because you need to close your eyes. All right, so get comfortable in your chair. Put your feet firmly on the ground and your arms and hands relaxed in your lap. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and release it out. Again, breathe in slowly and out, allowing any lingering thoughts from the everyday world to leave on your exit breath. Good. And now become aware of your feet, connecting you to the grounding energy of Mother Earth. Feel her calming, soothing energy flow upward into the soles of your feet, releasing any tension. Feeling the energy flowing higher into your ankles, and now up to your calves, higher into your thighs. Your muscles are relaxing and releasing any stresses. Now the energy flows higher into your abdomen and even higher into your chest area. And let's take another deep breath in, feeling the soothing Mother Earth energy filling your lungs with ease and serenity. All is well. Relax, relax. Now take your attention to your ears and your physical hearing. I want you to listen to the sound of your own breathing. Now listen to the sounds in the room that you are in. Can you hear the heating kick on? Do you hear your air conditioner? Maybe the ticking noise of a clock. Focus on the sounds of the room that you're in. Now take your focus out further to the next room, or even further to the sounds outside. Maybe the crickets are chirping, or the birds are singing. Notice the sounds you are hearing from those areas. Now I want you to take your focus to your inner hearing, the hearing in your mind. Let's just think of one of your favorite songs. Now imagine hearing in your mind the artist singing that song. You can hear it, can't you? Let's now take yourself to the ocean shore. Beautiful, isn't it? In your mind, imagine the sounds of the waves crashing in and out. Can you hear the seagulls screeching overhead? Hear those waves hitting the shore. Can you sense how your inner hearing feels different in your head than your hearing through your ears? Now take your focus to the top of your head and be aware of a brilliant golden energy streaming down from above your head, entering the crown chakra, moving down into your third eye. This energy is warm and cozy, peaceful and serene. It is full of wisdom and grace, patience and love. And this beautiful energy moves down into your throat chakra, energizing it and balancing it. Now feel the warmth of the golden light flow down from your throat area into your heart chakra. It fills you and burns away any judgments or conditions of love. Your heart feels freer and unburdened. Just feel the loving golden energy in your heart area. And now feel gratitude for this loving golden energy. And breathe the loving golden energy deep into your lungs. And release it out. Now take your focus to your inner hearing once more. Now we ask Spirit to give you a message for your highest and best good, for what you need to know right now at this very moment. Listen with your inner hearing to what Spirit has to tell you. And whichever way Spirit gives you a message, it is fine. Just take a moment to listen. For however Spirit was able to impress you, we thank Spirit for the message, knowing that we can reconnect with love and gratitude at any time. So take another deep breath in and release it out, and slowly come back. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and open your eyes. Awesome, awesome. So hopefully you all got to experience the difference between your inner and physical hearing. And now if we have a caller, I believe we have Ramona on the line. I would like to hear from you.
Hi.
Hi, how are you tonight? Hi.
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fabulous because I can hear you. I'm so happy. All right. All right. And where are you located again, Ramona?
McCall, Mississippi.
Mississippi. All right. What can we talk about tonight, honey?
My mom recently passed away.
Your mom. Okay.
In a car accident.
Oh, boy. Okay. Yes.
They've been investigating, and I was just wondering if maybe you could tell who was actually driving the car.
Oh, okay. You're looking for that type of thing. Okay. I was going to tell you about, I was feeling something in her legs before the accident, some type of physical illness with her legs before the accident, but we will go into the car. Okay. We'll do that. I do feel that your mom was driving. Okay. I hope that that's, but I do feel that she was driving. I don't know if that helps you. But
it does. It does.
Yeah, I do feel that she was driving. And yep. Did she have a little dog that she used to have around with her a lot too?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Is that feeling? Yeah, and that dog, is that dog passed as well?
No. Well, the one had, yes.
Okay, because she's got one with her.
The one she had when she.
Go ahead.
The one she had when she passed, another dog attacked, and he went to live somewhere else, unfortunately.
Okay, yep. But the other one that's passed before her, she has that dog with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I'm getting a lot of pink. I'm getting a lot of pink around your mom too. So for me, that means that she either liked pink or she was a very loving, caring person, and it could be both.
She liked pink. She wore pink a lot.
Okay, yeah, because I'm seeing that. And the legs. I'm back at the legs. Did she have issues with her legs? Can you tell me?
She did. She did.
Okay.
Yeah, she fell a lot.
Yeah, okay. Well, she doesn't have those problems anymore, she's saying. She's kicking up her heels. She's have a great time where she is now. I'm also sensing a friend of hers that she was pretty close to. I feel like they might have bickered a lot. They might have bickered a lot, but it was more like a back and forth type of thing. Does that resonate with you? Do you understand who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. Well, they're together over there too, and they're continuing to enjoy each other's company in their special way, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, being around them when they were together might not have been too much fun for you. Listening to it is what I'm hearing.
It really wasn't.
Okay, yeah. But is there anything else you'd like to ask?
No, I don't think so. That was the main thing that.
Okay.
It just recently happened, and then finding out that the police were investigating my best friend who was in the accident with her.
Yeah. Is your friend okay?
Oh yes, he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Ramona, thank you for calling in. I really appreciate it. And know that know that your mom is with you, and you can still talk to her. Give it a go.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
seriously,
okay.
Talk to her. I feel like she liked music too. So it might if you a special kind. So if you know what it was that you play that and you talk to her at the same time, you might just be able to connect yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, Ramona. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Good night. Well, that was wonderful. I'm very sorry for Ramona that she lost her mom, but at least she has some type of closure. And so that's always a good thing. I do want to take a second to let you all know that on November 18th, I will be co-teaching a class with Lilydale registered medium Angie Hewitt App. She is the owner of Santosha Holistic Center in Buffalo, New York, and she will be a guest host on this program in the near future. She's a great medium and a great person, and the class that we're going to be teaching is called Learning How to Feel Centered, Calm, and Balanced at All Times. There will be calming meditation techniques taught, learning how to put energy fields around you, and an easy way to do energy healing for yourself and more. And this is November 18th. It'll be on Zoom. And if you would like to learn more about it, you can go to my Facebook page, which is Brenda Reading, Spiritual Healer, Medium Teacher, or you can go directly to Angie's Santosha, SANTOSHA, to register for that class. Yeah. So what I'd like to say too is for your clairaudience, for the rest of this week, because I will see you next week at 8:30 on Thursday, our new time for half an hour again. So excited. Is I would like you to pay attention to hearing. Be more aware of the hearing that's around you, and also practice hearing things in your mind. Imagine different sounds, piano music playing, maybe a faucet dripping, little things to get your inner hearing tuned up, okay? So that you can begin to develop your clairaudient senses. And I also want to remind you to take time for the good. We are all experiencing a lot this last week, and if you make sure you take time to sit and connect to the higher source of your understanding and breathe in that loving energy, bring it right down into your whole body, it will help you to calm, and it will help you to get through the next week until we see you next Thursday night at 8:30. So I want to thank A1R Psychic Radio again for bringing you to me, and just have a good night, and I will see you next week.